MailChimp is awesome and special because it's a group of creative misfits who are also really smart. I have learned an immense amount of information from all my coworkers, and it's great to be able to learn something new every single day from somebody I wouldn't expect to learn from.
Thank you. Welcome to MailChimp.
MailChimp is email marketing software that lets you design and build and send email campaigns and also manage your lists of email subscribers and do really amazing things like email automation and analytics.
We're an interesting company that we really prize creativity, even down to the operations team. We're encouraged to be creative in our solutions. We let anybody make a change to our code, and once it's been peer reviewed, it gets deployed to production automatically. We can throw an idea out there, people can iterate over it, you can collaborate together even if you're not in the same room. We're big on infrastructure as code here, and so we can collaborate with our code, and for an infrastructure guy, code is essentially our poetry, and so that's how we get to be creative in our roles.
I think everyone is encouraged to be creative in their work, and everyone can be creative in their work. It's not just for designers or marketing people to be creative.
And that's kind of what she's asking, right?
New engineers who come work here could have all kinds of background. Specifically in our job listing, we say that we don't care what stacks you've worked in and what pedigrees you have. We're just looking for great engineers.
For the longest time, we actually had a 3-month ramp up for developers because we had to teach them our internal system. Whereas now, we've narrowed that down to a few days, and in fact some people come in on day one and they're contributing code and can just hit the ground running.
It's not necessarily something you have to teach people how to use Git or how to use GitHub or how to do a pull request. They generally know how to do that, which makes my job easier.
When we created our GitHub environment, we gave everyone in our product team access to it. So a tester can click the link to the pull request and read and see the diffs and read all the changes. And it's really helpful for understanding the scope of features, because sometimes an engineer will describe something and it sounds really simple, and then you pull open the code and you realize that one tiny change touches 20 pages. And for testers, that's really useful information to have. We are legitimately better at our jobs because we can see what's going on.
We don't really have silos. We're encouraged to work cross-departmentally. And in fact, we actually have a class we call MailChimp University.
So the classes we offer in MailChimp University are all focused on interpersonal skills and leadership skills. We realized that growth is happening whether we want it to or not, and that was going to have an impact on our culture. We decided we needed to find kind of a robust, consistent way to engage our staff and to give them tools that made them able to grow well at every level. I think those are substitutions.
One of the things I really like about MailChimp University is it's helping us keep our culture as we grow the team. All the classes are very tailored towards the MailChimp culture. And the other thing I really like about it is it's for everyone.
Individual contributors and managers will learn key communication skills, from how to listen well and how to listen deliberately, to how do you give feedback effectively, focusing on information and keeping emotion out of it. That's kind of the core MailChimp University curriculum for all staff.
And so it's really nice to have a company that tries to break down the silos between organizations that normally wouldn't talk to each other, and also a company that's encouraging growth in its employees.
I feel like we've done a pretty good job trying to listen to what people need in the moment and then evolve as those needs change. Every decision that you make kind of has a ripple effect. I don't think we're unique in that sense. I think the way we're trying to solve those problems is very specific to maintaining MailChimp's culture. People decided to work here for a reason, and we want to make sure that we keep those reasons alive.
What really attracted me to MailChimp was really my desire to be on a team of creative people to where I could learn from them, we could collaborate together, and also further my craft as a developer. To be a part of a team that really saw that as like a value to the product.